Don't settle for fakes. My duel-taining is the real deal.
Hello everyone, it's MacLord, and this is the second time this week that Konami has released a ban list right as I'm about to head to work, so I'm feeling a little targeted here. But this time Konami has decided, you know what, hitting the rush duel skills was not enough, and clearly it wasn't. I mean, you all remember the changes. So we're gonna change a couple of cards as well, so I think you've all seen the list by now, but just in case, let's take a look at it together. Okay, first off, a speed duel change. Personal spoofing is going to be moved from limited 1 to limited 2, which is a great buff for Altergeist for two reasons. First, you can play another copy of personal spoofing, which is like a good card for Altergeist, an easy way to like trigger a multi-faker that you can search and then immediately summon with this. And another copy of one of the best Altergeist cards is always pretty good. The second reason is because now you can play a limited 1 card in Altergeist. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. The card that people are gonna be playing. I'm thinking maybe 1-for-1, but you need to play a critical amount of monsters for 1-for-1 to be interesting, because you need to pitch a monster for cost, basically. The idea is you 1-for-1 for Meluseek, click into Linkuribo, and then with the Meluseek search, get a multi-faker so that you can, you know, get your play started without having to use your normal. But then again, that doesn't work well with Pot of Duality, which is a card that some Altergeist lists are playing at the moment, and does help what is objectively a trap deck do a little better turn 1, you know? It's like, what other candidates are there? Limited 1. Topologic Bomber Dragon, that's a potential game-ending threat. A way to nuke the board. But we'll have to see. Maybe you don't even need to play a limit 1. Maybe you can play Econ, actually. Econ's probably the best pick. Forget what I just said before. Econ's the best pick for Altergeist. Especially good news for me, because I already have 2 personal spoofings. I thought ahead. I need to get a third one. I need to make this one prismatic as well. Also, a very good news for Just Better Duel Links, who is very often in my comment section being like, hey, play Altergeist. And every time I'm like, I'm not smart enough to play Altergeist, so guess I'm going to have to give it another try. I already played the deck before, it went okay. I beat Blue Eyes by making ball load. That was the highlight of my duelist career, but guess I'm going to be playing more Altergeist. Also, yeah, shout out to Crimson Reaper as well. Very happy about this change. Immediately messaged me when he saw it, and I didn't reply because I went to work. So, now onto the rush duel changes. Seahorse is being moved to limited 2, which sucks. It sucks because it was like, it is a very powerful card. It was like a free-to-play alternative to stuff like Currybots or even Paku Paku Chu, which is like the centerpiece of the new Beast engine. It was better than both of these cards combined, in my opinion. It's also like a free card and one of the first cards that is being hit on the Rush Duel ban list. It does make sense to hit this, you know, and to put it in limit 2 where it's not completely prohibitive to play yet, because it's a very good way to like recoup the losses of the engines you're playing. It won't impact deck building too much. You're just gonna have to get one Seahorse carrier to slot in, like, I don't know, a third Currybot or something. But it is going to affect the minigame a little bit, just by reducing like the comeback ability of many decks out there. I should put Shield 2 right there, just so you can gaze at this amazing artwork. Look at it. Look at how good this card looks. I think it's guys a Tatsuno Shigo reference. Look at him. He's there. That's an Aqua type. For some reason. That's him, that's Seahorse Carrier. Moving on to the limited 3 list, and we have a lot of hitsy dragons, so Konami is doing this thing again, where they hit the card instead of the skills, and they decided to go for cheapo cards. Case in point, Piercing Dragon Bunker Strike, another free-to-play card, available as the ranked SR ticket at the moment. It's being moved to limit 3, which means it is now competing with Dragias and Phoenix Dragon And the other dragons are limit 3, but we'll get back to those later. Which is bad news for Dragonic Resonance, exactly. You know, that's that gotta suck. This card was like so good at getting you out of like breaky hands and allowing you to potentially find a way to summon that other high level break that you had. It's such a good card for what it does, and what it was basically like mulliganing the bad cards in your hand. So yeah, I'm sad to see it go. But I guess this is a way for you to know dragons without actually touching either skill. So good job, Konami, said sarcastically. Sports Dragon's picture put to limit 3 as well. This one, I think it's a very contentious hit. I think this is overkill as far as dragons are concerned. Like, I get that dragons are like, by and large, the best deck in Duel Links. Rush Duel Links, rather. It's one of the more interesting cards out there because of the limitation. You know, this turn, your level 6 and lower monsters cannot attack. Which makes sense when you use it in combination with cards like Dragonic Resonance. Which, no, it's not Dragonic Resonance. What's the Dark Hole card called? I forgot. Maybe Dragonic Resonance is the name of the card instead of the skill. The whole time I've been mistaken. I need to check this out real quick. Dragonic Pressure. That's the card I was thinking of. Dark Hole for dragons. What was I saying? Yeah, this guy like enabled some pretty nifty combo with Dragonic Pressure exactly in order to clear the field, bring out a level 7, and then attack directly for game. That happened to me. I did that several times. But I don't know. I think it would have been better to put this at limit 2. So not only it conflicts with seahorse for decks that can play both. I guess there are a couple. But it also like doesn't completely ruin this engine for dragons. Because I don't think this engine is worth playing anymore. It competes with too many things. And it sucks. Because it's just a little guy. He did nothing wrong. Last but not least, Clear Eyes Dragon, another hit to a different dragon deck, this one being the Ancient Force Dragon deck. Being put to limit 3, I'm not sure why this one was, well, I actually have an idea why this one's put to limit 3 instead of the Burning Blaze Dragon. It's because this one manipulates the graveyard, which can be pretty powerful in certain game states. So like, yeah, what this means is basically you can play... Probably play 2 copies of this, 1 copy of Phoenix Dragon, 3 copies of Ancient Rise. Because it's still your best playmaker, especially now that you can't play Dragias anymore. Oh, Webcam is doing the funky thing again. Are you gonna do it again? Guess not. What was I saying? Yeah, Clear Eyes Dragon being hit sucks for the deck. It's like one of the cheaper decks to build as well. Mostly, in the sense of like rush duels not require for a rush duel deck not requiring you to like 3 Dragiuses and 3 Seven's Druid and 3 Primal Kitana and Summon Scold, you know. So yeah, tough hits. I don't know how the rush duel meta will evolve. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the top 1 placing list of this Goa Rush Festival is mostly unscathed, because this list was playing the aforementioned Pakucho engine, and it's insane. I just opened this before me. It's insane how many lists used seahorse on top of like good stuff, or a Warrior Shell, or in case of Dragonic Resonance, you know, 3 Dragias, well, 2-3 Dragias, 1-2 Phoenix Resonance, Piercing Dragon, and stuff. So credit to them, they did hit a lot of like stuff on the ban list. Maybe not the most relevant stuff. There's still other engines for you to try out. Like if you don't want to invest in 3 curry bots, and I don't think you should, you can still play Magicians. It's gonna be a pretty good deck. You can still probably play any shell that can accommodate for Black Dragon Rising, which can be Warriors, but it can also be the Fiend Royal Rebel stuff. I don't know. I think these hits were a necessary evil in the sense that dragons were like the clear best deck and had been for a while, even better, especially now that back row is becoming a bit more important and the deck has an archetype out to it. Better than like aggro good stuff / Dragoncaster, you know? But it sucks to have to say goodbye to these decks that didn't exist for long, because like Burning Blaze, Ancient False Dragon was like a deck for like 3 weeks or so before it got hit. So that's going to be impacting the meta game of the game, probably for the better. But who knows? My interest in Rush Duels is fairly limited at the moment. I don't care much for it. I play it sometimes. It's a pretty stress-free mode, but it's also not the most competitive mode out there. So you know. Oh well, that's gonna be it for me today. Sorry for another quick video. I promise I'm working on some other better stuff that you might not see for a couple more weeks. But I'm gonna have a big announcement soon-ish, and I'm probably gonna be live tomorrow on Twitch at 8 PM CET. So I'll let you figure out what time that is for you. Thank you for watching this video though. Hope to see you tomorrow on my stream. And even if I don't, I still love you all. And that's a very weird thing to say at the end of the video. Take care everyone, and I'll see you guys and gals and non-binary pals next time.